Hey, welcome back. So we've talked about faith, we've talked about prayer, and today we're diving into the third pillar of Islam, Zakat. Now, you might hear it translated as charity, but it's so much more than that. It's this incredible system designed to, well, purify our wealth and uplift the entire community.
And this idea right here is the key to understanding the whole thing. This famous teaching from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, it just completely flips how we think about giving, right? It's not about losing something you have, it's about planting a seed that's actually going to grow.
So, let's get specific. What is Zakat? It is an obligatory annual charity. It's set at a really specific rate, 2.5% of your savings and other assets. And the word Zakat itself literally means to purify. And that gets right to the heart of it. It's about cleansing our wealth while creating this vital safety net for those who need it most. So, in this quick explainer, we're going to cover the whole journey. We'll start with the spiritual why and then get right into the practical how. We'll figure out who needs to give, exactly how to calculate that 2.5%, where the money's supposed to go, and, the incredible promise behind it all. Okay, so first things first, the big question. Is this something you are required to give? Let's walk through the 4 really clear conditions that determine if Zakat is obligatory for you personally. The conditions are actually super straightforward. 1, you have to be a Muslim. 2, you need to be an adult of sound mind. 3, your wealth has to hit a minimum amount, which is called the Nisab. And finally, number 4, you need to have had that wealth for a full lunar year. That's known as the howl. If you check all 4 of those boxes, then Zakat is due. So what is this Nisab threshold we just mentioned? Well, it's basically the minimum amount of wealth you need to have before Zakat even becomes a thing for you. Traditionally, it's tied to the value of gold or silver, which is why you see 2 different numbers here. Using the silver standard, the bar is lower, around $550, which means more people are able to participate. The gold standard sets it a bit higher, at about $7,200. Okay, so let's say you've confirmed you meet all the conditions. How do you actually figure out the 2.5%? Honestly, it's a lot simpler than you probably think. Let's break it down step by step. It's really just a simple 4-step process. First, you're going to list out all your eligible assets. We're talking cash, savings, gold, investments, that kind of stuff. Second, you subtract any immediate debts or bills you have to pay. What's left over is your net zakatable wealth. Third, you just check if that number is above the Nisab. And if it is, the last step is the easiest part. You just calculate 2.5% of that final number. Let's use a quick example. Say after you subtract all your debts, you have a total of $8,000 in savings. Since that is definitely above the Nisab, you'd calculate 2.5% of it, which works out to exactly $200. And that's it. That's your Zakat for the year. Simple. Now, this is where Zakat gets really amazing. It's more than just a payment. The Qur'an doesn't just say, hey, give money. It tells us exactly who should receive it. This isn't just random charity, it's a divinely guided system for building a fair and compassionate society. And here they are, the 8 specific categories mentioned right in the Qur'an. It covers everything from direct help for the poor and the needy to helping those who are drowning in debt and even supporting travelers who might be stranded. It's this incredible, all-encompassing social safety net, and it's designed so that no one gets left behind. Now, to make sure your Zakat has the impact it's supposed to, it's, important to get the details right. So let's just quickly cover a couple of common mistakes that are really easy to avoid.
One of the biggest mistakes is just delaying the payment. Zakat becomes due the moment that 1-year period, your whole, is finished. It's considered a right that the needy have over our wealth, so paying it on time is really, really important.
Another area you want to be careful with is miscalculating your assets. It's so easy to forget things like, the current market value of your business inventory or your stocks and other investments. But those are considered zakatable assets, and they absolutely have to be included in your calculation. So, after going through all those practical details, let's bring it back full circle to where we started, the promise. Because Zakat is so much more than just a financial calculation. It's an act of faith that comes with these profound spiritual rewards. The Qur'an gives us this absolutely beautiful analogy. It says your charity is like a single grain of wheat that God can multiply 700 times over. That is the promise of multiplication, that what you give away for His sake comes back to you in blessings that you can't even count. And this brings us right back to that core idea of purification. The Prophet, peace be upon him, gave us this powerful image for it. He said, charity puts out sin just like water puts out a fire. It's like a spiritual reset, a way to polish your own heart. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. When you reflect on the people and the causes right there in your own community, where could your zakat, or even a small voluntary charity, make the biggest difference? The answer might be a lot closer than you think. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.